What up, world? Back again. It is the Country Rap Report. Yours truly, Big Excel.
And I'm Creeker Mariah.
And shout out to my boy Chief. Shout out to that girl Katita. We are the Country Rap Report. Now, remember, anytime you check out the Country Rap Report, you're going to get the best in reactions. You're going to get the best in reviews. But guess what else you're going to get? You're going to get the best coverage when it comes down to country rap hot topics. Now, before we get too deep into it, anybody that might ever get it misconstrued, we have over almost 300 episodes. So if you haven't figured out by now, I always want to reiterate the Country Rap Report is about the genre of country rap. We are about the genre of country rap, the genre, not the artist, not the individual. We are about creating content that blankets this entire content. So there will be times that we talk about people that you don't like. There will be times we talk about people you don't know. But we are a media outlet that's here to do our best and give you unbiased coverage of this growing genre called country rap. From time to time, especially me, I will talk about artists that you guys don't feel like are country rap. I know that. You don't have to inbox me saying, Big, he ain't country rap. Big, he ain't country rap. Big, I know that. But me being a marketing major, I actually have a degree in it. Me being a marketing major, sometimes artists don't know where their demo is as opposed to where they think it should be. So I might hear a person say, "Ooh, the genre will really like this guy if they hear him." And I'll redirect that artist by covering that artist on this show. Um, just to call his name, there's an artist who's near and dear in my heart who wasn't making music geared towards the genre, and he was making more towards hip hop, and that's Zach Spade. But Zach has been embraced by this genre, and I'm not gonna say he's getting more success, but he's the fans are a little more accepting of him than prior. So, and I'm not saying anything negative about fans of hip hop or negative about fans of country rap. I'm saying sometimes we tend to market our product in the wrong areas. So, yes, there will be times I will talk about artists that you guys might not consider country rap, but I feel like as a listener, if you just listen, you might like them.
Yeah, that's very fair. That's so true. That's so true. And that's something I appreciate about your show before I even joined. I appreciate about what you've been doing all along is sharing these artists. And that's how I found out about a lot of the artists. Zach Spade is notably one of them. And I mean, he fits it. The genre has been very accepting of him. And he is more, I mean, hip hop, I'd say, but he's doing his thing. And a lot of his follow a lot of my subscribers follow him, and he always comes in and shows love to the Riding Dirty Radio, Country Rap Report, and he also comes into my lives and shows love and stuff. So yeah, salute to you for that. And yeah, I'm open to, well, we're media, so we are trying to give an unbiased opinion on what we see going on, hot topics.
Yes. And anyone who knows my background, you probably can't see it, but there is an award here that I had that I got for marketing for hip hop based artists. So to me, it's just about giving the people who are not getting the push a push, because a lot goes into making the music, a lot goes into whatever it go. People like Clint Smith, people like Beats by Dunbar, Paw Paw Fresh. There are people who are working hard, even doing more than creating records, who need to be acknowledged. So if I talk about a video that was done by Domino, TCB Domino, he's not getting talked about. They're not mentioning his videos. So to me, I'm looking at people that look like me, people that look like you, that are working very, very hard to get noticed. And you know what? We might, Mariah, you have a heart like mine. We might not ever get a million views. We might not ever get a million subs. But guess what? I feel that we are on a mission from a higher power. And I feel like we're going to get this thing called blessings. And blessings don't have a number $sign.
Nope.
So
Nope.
For how anyone feels about what you do or I do, Chief do, or Katita do, until they can say what we're doing wrong, right, they probably should keep it to themselves, because all I see us doing is helping.
Yeah, that's what I'm here to do, and that's why, why I stick with the mission statement. And I appreciate what you do for the genre, and as a brand, I think that it's only good that we're putting out there. So at the end of the day, I'm proud of that, and I think we should be. So yeah, I really enjoy covering the country rap news, and I enjoy getting the bits of hip hop here and there too from you, because it's stuff I wouldn't see normally. So yeah, I feel like it's a great way to do things.
And before I go any further, I want to tell you I appreciate you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Let me throw a little smidgen of negativity on it, okay?
Okay.
For fine. Everyone, and I've never told you this, I always like saying stuff and you hearing the first when we're recording.
You do. It's okay.
For everyone, I'm gonna tell y'all, for everyone who unfollowed the Country Rap Report when Creek Mariah came aboard, but y'all kept following Riding Dirty, I just want to let you know I went and unfollowed you. so for everyone who said, well, I'm gonna unfollow the Country Rap Report Instagram because Creek Mariah is part of it, knowing good and damn well Creek Mariah don't even run the Instagram, I do. I took that personal because you didn't unfollow Creek Mariah, you unfollowed me. So if you I am not a Gemini. You can't unfollow me on Country Rap Report and continue to follow me on Riding Dirty Radio, knowing good and damn well you don't even like that content. So
right,
I took it personal and I unfollowed you, but you don't have to see my content. So now you don't have to see none of my content, and I'm okay with that. I'm not mad. I'm not calling your name. I don't miss you, and you don't miss me. You done me a favor by unfollowing me. That let me know to unfollow you. That way we don't have to see each other. The best way to not like each other is don't interact and see each other. So
yes,
we blessed each other. We blessed each other.
Yeah.
And for those who are watching the episode,
thank you.
Yeah, hey man, salute to all the unfollowers. I always say salute to all the first and last time listeners. Salute to everybody that's watching this episode that want to be here. We want you here. And if you don't want to be here and you're here to troll, we don't really
thanks
want
for the view.
Yeah, thanks for the view, but it's okay. Right. It's okay. Yeah. There's nothing but positive energy. Take your negative energy somewhere else. With all that being said, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Okay? Yes. Please hit that like button, that thumbs up if you like what you see. If you hit the thumbs down, we won't see it. I deactivated it. Ha ha. Ha ha. You're trying to hit it and I'm not seeing it. I don't
can't not like us.
No, I don't get negative energy. Ha ha. Jokes on you. Okay, now remember we drop new content Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the latest chat in the genre. If you want to argue with your mama, because I know we got the latest chat in the genre. So you might not feel that way, but I feel that way. And guess what? I can make whatever claim I choose. We got the latest chat in the genre. So join the chat. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can catch me, Katita, Mariah, Chief, holding it down. And a
bunch of other dope people too.
Some dope, amazing people in the chat. If you're at work like me a lot of times and you got to check the replay, become part of the official replay gang. And yes, I see a lot of y'all using replay gang now. I know y'all got it from, but that's okay too, because I got it from somewhere else. Seen that. I got it from somewhere else too, so it's okay. I just didn't take it from nobody in the genre, but I took it from somewhere else too, because we have a lot of that going on with people saying, "Oh, they took this." It's the internet. Ain't none of us creating no original shit. But become part of our replay gang and get in the comments and say, hey, Vic, hey, Chief, hey, Mariah. I like what you're doing. I don't like what you're doing. We're going to delete that. But Yeah, talk about this, review that, react to this. Let us know what you want us to cover, and we'll do our due diligence to cover it.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Remember, if you're a fan of country rap and it's helped change your life like it's done me and Mariah, and we're talking about artists that you found to be dope, artists you didn't know about, like a Coca, like a Zach Spade, like a Pawpaw Fresh Deacon Blue. If you're like, man, those people always got their on the pulse of the genre, then share this content with a friend and let
Yes.
this good music and these good topics we talk about affect them.
Yes. Yes.
Let it affect, and then maybe they can be positive too. Maybe they can have a smile on their face too. Okay, so sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. Last but not least, hit that little notification bell, ding ding. That way you'll be notified anytime we drop brand new content. Because guess what? I go live Monday through Friday with this little thing called the Duel. So you'll be notified with that too. But we're not here for that. Okay.
They gotta click. They gotta click the solid bell for that one though. And I want to say, yeah, what you're doing with that's awesome. How look how we've grown though, just in the last couple months. I see that, even though you mentioned earlier people unfollowing and stuff, overall though, we've grown. Like your channel has grown. I know numbers don't mean everything, but like subscribers have gone substantially up. The chat numbers have gone substantially up. So we're here to grow the genre, I think, and that's what happened. So however it happened, it happened. But I just wanted to put that in real quick.
Hey man, this is something I'm gonna start a hashtag. JABAG. Jabag. Jabag.
Come
So
on, tell me what it means.
whenever you're around us, Jabag. Just I done it wrong. No A.
I'm still trying to figure out what oh Lordy. I'm still trying to figure out what it is.
Okay. Jabagpa. Just be a good person.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
I've
for
done it
sure.
wrong. Hashtag just be a good person. That's all you're getting over here. That's all you get. You cannot bait me. I'm gonna speak for myself. You cannot bait me into an internet fight. If you want to fight with me, call me. I'll give you one. Call me.
He means it too.
You want to
I've
argue and
seen
fight? Call me.
I've seen places where that hashtag is needed, that just be a good person. I see all over the internet. There's all the, the stuff where that needs to be, implemented. But
we're gonna make that we're gonna make that a country rap report commandment. Just be a good person. Okay.
Right. Now we got commandments.
Yeah, don't be offended because it's gonna be people, oh, they're comparing themselves to the Bible. No, just be a good person. God likes it when you're a good person. Whatever God you worship, they like it when you're being a good person.
Yeah. Yes.
They don't like God.
And I say it's easy to just be a good person. It's not always easy. Yeah, right. And God, yeah, it's not always to be easy to be a good person, but it is always necessary. So
yeah, you don't have to say everything. You don't have to say anything about everything you don't like.
Right. Right.
You just don't. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into this episode. Hashtag country rap hot topics. Remember, if you're an artist out there, you got something going on, you got a show, you dropping, whatever the case may be, inbox myself, inbox Mariah. We're going to try to get you covered. We're not making no promises, but we're going to definitely try to get you covered as we talk about a lot of these things that go on in the genre. We are your news.
There's been a lot too, yeah.
All right, I got to start off by saying this, and this is very, very current. I know we're going to bounce around to some older things, some newer things, but this is very current. This is thumbnail worthy. I got to say salute to that guy, Jellyroll. Now, even though Jellyroll doesn't rap as much as he used to, Jellyroll is a child of this genre, country rap. He is on the Mount Rushmore, in my opinion, because he was one of the guys who had it on his back when it didn't even have a name. Yeah. When it didn't even have a name, and he was just a white guy going from club to club doing this thing, but he was rapping about this subject matter.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
Before people called it hip hop, and it went from hip hop to country rap. Jellyroll was doing this content. So he is a founding father. Colt Ford is a founding father. But salute to
Mhm.
Jellyroll. For those who might not know, at the end of this episode, Jellyroll has earned his second consecutive #1 single with Need a Favor. I gotta say salute to
Wow.
Chief. Me and Chief actually done a review of Need a Favor. I don't remember the episode, but if you type in Country Rap Report Need a Favor, I'm sure to come up. Me and Chief reviewed that thing months ago. This is his second #1 record. I'm gonna read it to you guys. The chart-topping hit, which claimed the top spot on media-based country airplay chart and Billboard's country airplay chart, follows his first ever #1 hit at country radio, Son of a Sinner. So congratulations.
He got the
Congratulations.
bell. Yes.
Congratulations to my guy Jellyroll for having his second #1 record at country radio and Billboard country, and that's in the entire world. That's not an independent
Wow.
chart. That's in the entire, not the entire world, but the United States. Like,
Yeah, that's insane. That congrats to him. That is and well deserved too. Like I think he deserves all the winning and all the successes he can get and what's coming because he's worked so hard for so long and I love what he's doing. I think I heard him say like gospel music for sinners, and it's true because you see his crowd, and there's like people of all kinds. There's old ladies, there's young kids, there's people that look like they might be homeless. There's all kinds of people that listen to him, and he's almost a household name now in country radio, but also charting on rock radio and people knew him as a rapper 20 years ago and 10 years ago. So I think he's well deserved. He's just a phenomenal. I think he's just a phenomenal artist, a phenomenal songwriter, first and foremost songwriter, and overall generally a wonderful human being. But yeah, I'm so proud of him.
all right, now, mentioning the fact that you're proud of,
Mhm.
I know you had the opportunity to experience Jellyroll recently. Can you
Yes.
can you can you take me through that experience of checking out the this tour? What's the name of the tour? Is
It's
it
the Backroad baptism.
okay? Backroad baptized me. Make me be there, Mariah.
It's totally different for me. This one was totally different for me, um, because the sound is different whenever. All right,
So
so yeah, yeah, the Backroad baptism was the name of it, and I was blessed with Bunny. Bunny is a fan of our show. Actually, she knows about Riding Dirty Radio, and she actually knows about my little podcast too. So yeah, salute to Bunny. I had bought tickets probably I would say in March to this concert. I knew he was going to be in my area, and I knew that I need like to say I did the payment plan thing on the tickets. But anyway, Bunny surprised me with upgraded tickets, and she's so sweet. But I got the Bunny bands. There was no meet and greet with Bunny for that event, but she gave me a bunny band and then the backroad baptism badge that I guess allows you to go backstage. So it's the weed smoking, syrup sipping. It's from the lyrics from one of his songs. So that's the whole backroad baptism thing, and then the bunny bands that she blessed me with. So like you talked about blessings earlier in the show, uh, it was a different kind of concert for me because the sound is much different when you're backstage or side stage compared to out in the audience. So the concert had openers like Struggle Jennings,
Slow
Caitlin
struggle.
Curtis. Yes, and you know what? He is so nice in person. He has a very rough exterior, and his history with his family. Struggle Jennings. So I've been a fan of him for a long time. Back when he did Oh man, Waylon and Willie with Jelly. Before that, probably it's Jellyroll's oldest best friend. So his friend that he's had the longest. But he opened up. So did Caitlin Curtis, and your show gave them an award last year, several awards, I believe, for the Country Rap Report Awards. So anyway, they opened up for Jellyroll. I had to travel a couple hours south, but totally amazing. There's no experience like a live show for me. And just seeing Jellyroll, getting to actually meet Caitlin Curtis and give her a hug and a picture with Struggle was insane. Just like, I'm still kind of not really processed it yet, I don't think. But yeah, very, very awesome. Tons of people there, sold out. I think every show he's done has been packed and sold out, and they did a great job. It was at the Walmart Amphitheater. Um, in Arkansas, and they did a really good job. The setup was beautiful, huge screen. They were very quick. I got to see what goes on the stage for the first time in my life. So
Okay. Um, so they only had that one opener Struggle. They didn't do any other like local openers or anything like that.
when I got there, I believe that they had like a guy hosting it. His name was
Okay.
Adam. He sang a couple songs. Actually, when I was side stage, real close up front, there might be video of me singing actually on the microphone on the stage. If so, I don't want to see it. But he was singing "Living on a Prayer," and I was just standing there singing along, and he comes over and like puts the microphone. I was like, oh, whatever. So there's footage out there somewhere of me singing "Living on a Prayer" on the Jellyroll concert stage. But he had an opener, like a host. You know how concerts have hosts sometimes, like hype men almost. And the only two openers I seen were Struggle Jennings and Caitlin Curtis,
Okay.
and they were phenomenal.
Okay. What was the official baptism like? What was it like seeing Billy? Like, did he bring anybody out with him? I mean, tell me about that Jelly experience?
They had a VIP thing. Of course, they have their own tour buses now, and they put, I don't know where they park or whatever, but they have like a VIP thing up where you can go, and there's like refreshments and snacks and stuff. And anybody that goes to a concert knows that stuff is very expensive. So I try to be a minimalist and just like a bottle of water. It was 108, I think, official temperature, feels like 120 something that day. It was insanely hot, like the hottest day of the year. Jelly Roll brought Bunny out for a song, and I adore her so much. The really special part for me was I got to be a part of the prayer circle,
Mhm.
just me. No phone, no, I mean, just me. I wasn't allowed to take a phone or nothing, but the security came and got me, and they let me come down and be a part of they all
Dope.
pray before the show.
Dope.
So that was, I have not told anybody that except you and now everybody, but that was an experience. It went by very, very fast. And I think I'm still processing it, but everything went by so fast.
Okay. Um, Sound wise, can Jelly
Yeah.
hold a note on stage?
Oh man, his voice is just, and he's been on tour for a while, and he's just, it blows you away with how well he's doing. Like he's lost so much weight. It was like shocking to see. Kudos to him on his weight loss journey. He's getting in shape, packing out these arenas. He can hold a note. He can make people laugh. He can make people cry. It's like the whole package. And then bringing Bunny out, and she's so cute and funny, but yet also such like a baddie. She's doing her own thing with her podcast. They're just like they're really a power couple.
Okay. My last question: did at any point in time during this concert he rap? Did he give you guys any rap?
They did Fall in the Fall. Struggle Jennings and him performed
Okay.
Fall in the Fall, which is I've had that on my playlist so long. I don't even think I knew who Jelly Roll was. And
Okay.
I was listening to that song because of this genre, and I don't even know. But so they did the Fall in the Fall song, and it does have rap on it. Mostly it was the newer songs, but he did, of course, a lot of the old classics that are very, very popular.
Okay. 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 At least he gave you some bars. Now I gotta go back to a little topic that was earlier on in the year. During the struggle set. So
Yeah.
in an interview, Jelly gave, and they asked him who's next in country, and he said Struggle. That Struggle was working on some
Yeah.
singing stuff. Did Struggle perform any of that, or did he stick to just his raps?
No, he's saying the I'll be a sinner, or I've been a sinner, I've been a saint. It's very country. Struggle just did his Monte Carlo tour, and I got to see him twice on that. And he is about to do an El Camino album and tour. So he is singing a lot more than what I'm used to seeing Struggle sing. So, and I think it's awesome. I think Jellyroll was spot on with that. It's really cool to see, that all come to fruition. But yeah, he did rap and sing both.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. You
Yeah.
deserve to be in that prayer circle. They couldn't have had a more genuine person there, and I'm sure that comes from your good heart and your genuineness, and they knew Bunny knew who she was reaching out to. So
Yeah, they're very, very careful, but they're very conscientious. They're very, everything is done with a lot of thought, and it should be. And so, the way that like I said, it all went by so fast. But I lost my phone because they're like, just you, no phones, come on, hurry. And it was like, a minute and a half, it felt like. But and it's like if I could go back and slow it down, I would, but or bottle that up, but you can't. So you just got to enjoy it and remember it for the memories, the wonderful memories that it was. So my son is, I'm so proud of him because he cannot handle crowds normally, but being where we were on the side stage, he was fine. Like he was comfortable enough to be able to sit through it and not feel like he was, it wasn't too loud, it wasn't overwhelming with people. So very special to me that I got to, experience it with my son because a lot of times he can't do the crowds and stuff like that. So it's very important to me. It meant the world.
okay, well, you know what? Congratulations, Jelly Roll, for having his second number one hit, and congratulations to Jelly Roll for having a very successful tour. Um, and
Yeah.
congratulations to you for being able to attend it and them upgrading you. They upgraded you like you were Beyonce.
I know I'm very blessed. Yeah, and thank you for, coming on live on YouTube to talk to me about about Jelly Roll and about, us covering the topics and stuff is, that kind of stuff means the world to me too because I could talk to myself, but that's not as much fun. I like to have banter and nobody better to do it with than you. So thank you for your part and everything as well.
All right, so speaking on something that you actually turned me on to this. It was blowing up around the world. I don't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know what was going on, and you mentioned it. And we supposed to talk about this a couple weeks ago, but I'm not gonna let it go by without at least talking about it. Let's talk about Mr. Oliver Anthony.
Yes.
And
Yes. So
this what's the name of his record?
the one that we were gonna talk about a couple weeks ago that was blowing up, breaking the internet, was Richmond, north of Richmond.
Okay. Um, what do you know about that record?
Well, I didn't know what that meant at first. Like, and I didn't even understand the title correctly. I was like, Richmond, Richmond, what? So then when I seen it and I heard the song, I I didn't know what to think. I was kind of like just goosebumps at first. But then the more that he's talked about it, the more I understand it. And he was like breaking the internet. Like anybody that would review that song was getting like a ton of views because it was so popular. But he's like such a simple, from what I understand, he's a very simple man. So what do you know about it?
Um, I listened to the record. Um, and it's funny. First of all, I think the record is very genuine. I think it's very genuine. He is actually 31 years old, and he is a country singer, so he's not new to the music business. For whatever reason, just this content, especially being around election time, there the with this economy and this job situation that's going on, this record resonates with so many people, colors, races, creed, and ages. So he hit at the appropriate time. Um,
Yeah.
I just think it's funny and interesting to see how many people are interested in him. Gucci Mane offered him $1 million to sign. Gucci
Gucci
Mane,
Man did?
Gucci
Really?
Mane. Out of all people, Gucci Mane
What an
offered him a million
unlikely
dollars.
combination. Can you, I
That
mean,
man ain't finna sign with no Gucci Mane. He ain't finna sign with no.
no.
But just the fact that it broke the internet when it crossed over to artists like Gucci Mane. And that's not saying anything
Right.
negative. Those are just two, that's Pluto and Mars right there. Like, boom. What?
Yeah, polar opposite. Like couldn't be further. Well, and that's insane. I hear there's a lot of record deals he's turned down. I was confused at first because when I seen it put out, it was put out by a channel, Radio West Virginia, and I was like, well, why isn't it not on like Oliver Anthony channel or whatever? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why is Radio West Virginia putting this video out of this man and it's going crazy, but he's not really getting the credit for it because it's under this other channel. So I still don't understand that whole dynamic.
Now, you know what's interesting? The record actually debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart.
Really?
And that made Oliver Anthony the first artist to debut atop the chart prior to any chart history ever. He had never been on the chart in any spot ever. I'm talking about
No,
no one has
ever.
ever done that. Madonna, Prince, and Michael Jackson. He is the first artist in the history of music that his first record debuted at #1. Now, you tell me how that's possible. Now, the reason you probably seen it on that Virginia channel is because he's from a town called Farmville, Virginia. Go figure. Farm.
Farmville, Virginia.
What an logical name for a person with a
Yeah,
song like
and
that.
very simple and genuine in itself too.
Basically, and I'm just gonna read a little bit about his career. All right,
Yeah, I'm curious.
he's a country folk genre singer. His real name is Christopher Anthony Lansford. Christopher Anthony Lansford. He adopted his grandfather's name, Oliver Anthony, as his stage name in homage to the Depression era in which he lived.
Oh wow. Okay.
All right. He started writing music in 2021. That's only 2 years ago. So he started
That's
writing
insane.
music when he was 29 years old. And since he's been releasing music under that name, he's been compared to some of the greats like Winston Marshall, Hank Williams. The world is just going crazy over this guy. They're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going crazy
No,
over him.
that's what happened is he put that out or they put that out and I seen, a couple of bigger names share it on YouTube and Instagram and stuff. But then like one day my whole Instagram feed was just like nothing but this Oliver Anthony doing this song and he opens with scripture. There's just like a lot to it, but he didn't want it to be used, the song to be used to divide people. And that's what stuck with me is that he didn't want the song to be taken the wrong way or taken and twisted and used to divide people. And then they start talking about it at this, I don't get into politics, but this Milwaukee, I believe it was, debate and all that. And I don't think he was very happy about that. He thought it was funny, the irony that I wrote this song about you people and now you're talking about it. But there's a lot to that.
I think and you know what, I agree, and that's something a lot of times I say about the genre of country rap. I love this genre, but I think sometimes some of the people use it for division, and I hate
Yeah.
people who use things for division in any race. A lot
Yeah.
of times, like I might make statements on pages, and people think I'm being divisive or using things as division, and I'm not. A lot of times, I'm just recognizing first,
Right.
and there's nothing wrong. Like I just recognize Oliver Anthony as being the first artist to ever hit the #1 on the chart without ever having a spot ever on the chart. He's the first.
Right.
So a lot of times, I might say something that is race driven about a first, and people say, "Oh, you're doing division." That's not. I'm actually trying to give hope to smaller kids that this person is the first. You know,
Yeah.
that's not
Yeah.
so.
I see that now. Like at age 29, he started writing music first to do you read all the chart stuff there. Nobody else I seen that shared him or talked about him said that about him. Like the charts, that how that's unprecedented.
I'm talking about no artist of no color, no genre has done that. Your first
Right.
swing and out the park. Boop, it's completely out the park. So, but
Right.
the fact that he says like I don't want this to be used for division. This is what a lot of this is just my personal opinion. People who don't agree, if you want to click off right now, you can. I'm gonna be honest. I have always felt like racism is manufactured, and the only people who benefit from racism are the people who have money. Because you don't really see people with money arguing about the things, arguing about racism. Rich people can live in the same neighborhood and never say a word because they know if you live here, you got it.
Yeah. Right. You're all rich.
Right. So, and just for me, I have always felt like racism is something they use to divide poor people.
Yeah.
Think
I agree.
about the things, the crimes that might be committed against each other, whatever. The people up top benefit from us not liking each other. People
Right.
who have common goals and common ground, man, you don't mind whatever your color is, y'all are really trying to live the same life and get to the same thing. Have a better
Yeah.
life than your parents. Make sure your kids are better than your life.
Yeah.
Try to educate yourself the best as possible where you can have at least some common sense and some decency and trying to just be a good person. To me, those
Right.
things don't have a color. And if we can get past that and stop allowing things like money, politics, divide us,
Looks.
yes, books, gender, like this could be
Right.
the place God intended for it to be. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
to me, that
Yep.
song, when I heard the song, it resonated with me so much. Let me tell you what I'm really liking the most about this song, but this is a pro and a con for me. There's a pro and a con. My pro is, and salute to Jack Gaspard. Jack Gaspard released a freestyle called Middle Class Man.
Mm-hmm.
And his
Yeah.
freestyle is in this same lane. He didn't
Yeah.
he didn't remix the song, but his sentiments are the same as in the song. And
Right. Right.
that
Right.
freestyle on TikTok has probably over 1 million views. That really resonated with
Yeah.
me.
Wow.
Um, Also, a gentleman from the country rap community, Billy the Kid, actually had a situation that happened that he talked about his daughter and some things she was experiencing at work. Also, to me, resonated with this song, and it has over 2 million views on TikTok. So right now, it's like the
Wow.
common man. Now, Billy the Kid is not a song; it's just a situation they talked about. But I'm
Yeah.
saying
Right.
right now, the voice of the common man, the middle class man, is being heard and it's
Right.
resonating because people are saying, I deal with that too.
Power
And
of the people.
right, like, and we are the people. Actually,
Yeah.
the middle class and the lower class, we outnumber the higher class.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The high class is like 3% or whatever.
Yeah.
We're the majority. So
So for some reason, they can keep us squandering while they get richer. So
yeah.
I'm glad to see records like this resonate and people get it. Now
Yes. And
this
for
is
some
my
reason, it really resonated.
this is my con. This is my con. Those are my pros. My con is this. And Upchurch made a post. I don't think he made a video. He made a post about people asking him to remix the record, and he isn't going to. I salute him for that. I think this record needs to stand on its own. We need to hear this man's sentiments. Now,
Yes.
there are a lot of artists that have sent me records where they remixed it.
Of
Good for
course.
you,
Yeah.
but I want to hear Oliver Anthony's story.
Right.
And if you have a story like Jack Gaspard, make your story on your own beat.
Yeah.
Because now a
Yes.
lot of people talk about clout. Y'all ain't know who Oliver Anthony was. So now that
Right.
he's shot up the charts,
popular.
You want
Yeah,
to do your version of his record, and it's cool. It's
that's
okay. But I would rather hear your story because I've heard some really
yeah,
dope stories. But I want to hear it
right.
on your beat.
Yes. Yeah. I can, yeah, I see exactly what you're saying there, and I kind of feel the same way. And part of me is like, whatever they want to do, I'm not gonna knock it. But then deep down, I'm like, man, it's just so true though. Like, I really would just prefer to hear Oliver Anthony for a while and get to hear him and let him be him because he's so new,
Mhm.
came out of nowhere. Not everybody needs to jump on it and go over his beat and say their piece just because it's popular. Like, is that going to benefit him? Maybe, but I look at it like I just want to hear Oliver Anthony. Let him have his sentiments, like you said. So yeah, I respect Upchurch for the way that he handled that too, because he got requests to do that and declined and stands on that. So yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
man. Let them let him as let him live, man. Let him live. Let
Yeah,
his song live the way it needs to live. I'm totally with that. Just let it do
yeah.
what it do. Um,
Yeah, it's so new and so accomplished, and the numbers that you spoke about. That's unprecedented, and just let him enjoy it while it lasts. Maybe later on, sure, remix it, but it hasn't even really settled in yet. So, yeah, I get that. So, did you see did you have something next? Because I have something that I wanted to ask you too.
real quick, and I just read this about him. Um, and this is a little hope for a lot of people out there. Oliver Anthony dropped out of high school in 2010 at the age of 17 and later secured a GED. He went on to work in industrial jobs in North Carolina and Virginia. At a paper mill in North Carolina, he had an accident in 2013 which fractured his skull, leaving him unable to work for half a year. He worked in outside sales and manufacturing, visiting factories and job sites from 2014 to 2023, and that's something he actually posted on his Facebook page. So he is um, a hardworking guy who actually understands and speaking and has lived what he's singing about.
Yeah, he didn't just write that to get attention or to because of election time or whatever, he actually has lived it, blue collar, been through a lot, it seems like. So, and to start at 29 and at 31 have that kind of a record setting accomplishment to me is just, it's phenomenal. I think that he was sent by like God literally, because it resonated with so many people. A lot of people have said the same things along those lines that he said in that song, but it's like it didn't get heard as much as this man got heard. So for whatever reason, it's like his calling to speak to the people
As they
in
say,
his music.
perfect timing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. And there's a guy that's co-managing him, Draven. Have you ever heard of that guy?
No.
Draven, and he makes music too, but it said somewhere, I read an article that he's being co-managed. So I guess he has managers now, and one of them, and they're all from like the West Virginia area, I believe, but a co-manager by the name of Draven. And I was going to do a little bit of a deep dive, not a deep dive, but a little bit of research and find out who that is and all that. But I haven't got there yet because it's all still kind of new. So, but yeah, I thought that was interesting that he had a co-manager. But he's staying independent, it sounds like. So
Um, I I I don't know if he's gonna stay in the bit. I mean, I don't know, and I don't. I'm gonna be honest. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. Um, whatever life changing. That's the one thing I don't really get into giving my opinion on how a person should take care of their family. And to me,
yeah,
that I would never engage in that argument with people on whether you should stay independent or you shouldn't, because people don't know your life situation. Like, you
all
know,
right,
so that's just whatever he chooses to do, as long as he's able to continually make this genuine music. I want this
yeah,
guy to put his family in the best situation possible. So
yes,
I
yeah,
don't you won't ever hear me
first and foremost,
arguing that the plight of another man's family, because this man was working in
yeah,
a factory. So if
right,
tomorrow he can get a check that could change his family life and he chooses, God bless him. And if he wants
yeah,
to stay independent and get the money that way. God bless him. Whatever he chooses
Yeah.
for his family, that's between him and his family. I hate seeing those arguments online.
Yeah, it's sad because a lot of people are like gonna knock him or they're not gonna support him if he signs a deal, and it's like, why? Let him be blessed. He deserves it. And it's none of their business how he pays his bills.
Right.
So, it's not affecting their daily life. Just be happy. Just be happy for him. So I feel that way too. And yeah, I hate to see this kind of arguments too, because we've seen it with Jellyroll and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I thought that it was pretty cool that he got, so popular so fast. And I've seen the remixes and stuff like that. So what else did you have to talk about?
I want to talk about your interview with Mike Manic. Um,
Okay.
Salute to Mike Manic. He's doing something, and he's doing something right now. Um, he's now at the helm of the label. What's the name of it? He's now at the helm of his label. He's running the label. The name of the label is, because you guys
Uh,
talked about it in your interview.
Battle Battleground is what he told me. Battleground Records.
Battleground Records. I just want to take a moment to salute Mike for basically being at the helm and running that label, Battleground. For those who don't know, Mike just released 3 records. He's released 3 records in the past 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's, Mike to me is a very prolific artist in the genre. I feel like he gets overlooked by some, and I just really
He
wanted
does.
I wanted to mention him because number one, Mike is old school. He's old school like me. He comes from that golden era of hip hop, and he knows a lot about, a lot of the stuff that's going on, past and present. But he's always
Yeah.
stayed true to himself and the type of music that he's made. But
Yeah.
over the past 3 weeks, he's released a joint called Legends Don't Die, featuring City Chief.
Yes.
He has a joint that I actually reacted to called Somebody Save Me, featuring Hitman and City Chief. He just released, um, he got one called Don't Make Me Flex, featuring Dylan Hanley. And then he just released one called Rain. So he's released 4 records over the past 30 days. And that's a lot for him. But he's, again, president and CEO of Battleground Records. And hey man, to
Yeah.
see him constantly putting out this music, I think all you guys should definitely go check him out, give him a listen, and I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Right. Yeah. My interview with him went very well. I could tell that he'd been around a long time. I could tell he'd, you know, worked with a lot of amazing artists. Plans on working with more amazing artists. Some of the ones that he's worked with before. Again, that he has a big plan with his new album that he's got coming out. The Relentless project he's working on. He said it has at least 3 tracks on it that are radio ready. He's proud of that. And his story is very touching too. So, I mean, you did a wonderful interview with him. You guys took a little deeper into that personal story and stuff. So, yeah, we did like, both get to talk to him, but we covered different things. And I feel like, we got to know him very well. So, and the music, the review you did on the Somebody Save Me was a great review. Also, he dropped that song Rain just 3 or 4 days ago.
4 days
He actually
ago,
dropped it the same day that the County Ain't Fair song that Upchurch dropped. I was like, whoa, I got 2 notifications of new songs that dropped overnight. So I thought that was kind of cool. I woke up to both of them.
yeah, man, I'm just glad to see him back in the saddle, putting in the work, and I just want to take a moment to mention and salute my guy. And your interview is awesome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Want to know about Mike Manic? Um, do me a favor, go check out Creek and Mariah's interview. They sat down and talked more recently, and then me and him sat down and talked about a month ago. So if you guys could ever be so kind and go check out Creek and Mariah's interview, and then double back and check out mine, we would definitely love you guys for that. But check out both. Check out
Yes,
both, because there
that's
are
what.
things covered by her that I didn't cover, and things I might have covered that she didn't cover. Don't check them out to compare. Check them out to learn
Right.
about Mike Manic. All right.
Yeah. I put the link to your interview in the description box of mine because I was like, you know what? You did a really, really great job, really thorough interview. You covered things that I'm not as knowledgeable about as you are, and as you guys being, older gentlemen and stuff, like you knew more about certain things than I did. So I didn't cover those things because you
You
did,
calling me
and I
old?
put the link to your interview in there.
You calling me
Oh no,
old?
I'm not calling.
I'm just joking.
No, I mean I have an old soul, but there's things that you know because of your life experience, and that comes with age sometimes. So yeah, salute to him. I'm glad he's dropping a lot of music, and I'm looking forward to what he has coming yet. So seems like he's busy.
All right. You got some closeout stuff for us?
Man, other things for this show, no, but for the next one, absolutely.
Okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you haven't had an opportunity to check out Need a Favor, which is one of the most heartfelt songs, and the video will damn near make you cry. If you haven't seen Need a Favor video, the video will damn near make you cry. Check out Need a Favor. Salute to Jellyroll for his second consecutive #1. Salute to my guy Oliver Anthony for taking the world by storm. And hey, Oliver, you could have told Gucci Mane he could have sent me the $1 million. Since you don't want it, I'll take Gucci Mane's $1 million. And salute to Mike Manic, man. Again, man, y'all keep those country rap hot topics coming. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up on your way out if you didn't on your way in. If you
Leave us a
don't, check
comment
out
too.
the latest chat Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 10 a.m. Become part of the replay game, but get interactive. Remember, commenting helps the algorithm. It pushes us up the algorithm. Sharing is caring. If the country rap genre has ever impacted your life, share it with someone who might need some of this good positive upliftment over here. All right? Did I forget anything?
Yes, please.
Where can they find you, Mariah?
Uh,
Don't leave without
they can
letting them know
find
where they can
me.
find you.
They can find me on all platforms. It's all caps Creeker Mariah, and yeah, at pretty much YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Most active, I'd say, on Instagram. So, but yeah, that's the easiest way to get a hold of me. But also, the Country Rap Report group on Facebook is nearing 1,000 group members now. So I think that's awesome. And salute to everybody that's joined the Country Rap Report group on Facebook. We got a lot of stuff coming
Jump in
out
the
of that,
chat.
I think. So yeah,
There's a chat in the country
everybody,
report, right?
yeah. There's a lot of cool people in there. The interview that Katita and I did with BK Truly, he's in the chat. We got somebody has a song called Back in the Saddle. You said that a minute ago, and I was like, hey, Terry from the Country Rap Report group has a song called Back in the Saddle. Anyway, guys, go join the Facebook group, Country Rap Report, if you haven't already. Jump in the chat. You'll never know who you meet.
All right, make sure y'all follow my girl Katita. Make sure you follow Chief on all forms of social media. You can check me out at Riding Dirty Radio on Instagram, Victor Vic XL Walker on Facebook, and Riding Dirty Radio on TikTok. But don't forget the Country Rap Report Instagram, the Country Rap Report threads, and like Mariah said on Facebook, the group and the page Country Rap Report. Man, we will continue to support this genre and uplift this genre the best we can. And as long as y'all keep making the music, we're gonna keep making the content.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, before we get up out of, remember, time is the one thing you can't get back. And if you chose to spend 1 second of your 24-hour busy day, because we know your day is busy, if you spend 1 second watching myself and Mariah, we are humbly thankful for you spending that time with us. Okay? So until next episode, y'all.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace.